Hello and welcome to Seven Sentinels. This is Grandmaster class and I'm Peter Simon with you. Today we are conducting writing workshop and I congratulate all the students who have gone for the exam. Right. So this is a letter of Deepak Moily and the name of the patient is Bob Dawson. Cerebrovascular accident, CVA. Right. Now, so we are writing the letter. Bob Dawson, Marcia Davenport. This is Sonia Matthews writing to, yeah. Yes. Write to Marcia Davenport. Miss Marcia Davenport, West End Physiotherapy Center, 62 Walter Street, West End, Brisbane 4101, right. And date 23 May 2008, right. So you're writing to who? Physiotherapist, okay. Writing to there. She asked if I could contact their local physiotherapist. Okay. So, the dear physiotherapist, okay. Mr. Bob Dawson. This much space is not needed. Comma, space, single space, this much space. Don't use this big space. So, single letter space should be given. Single letter space after a comma. So don't use this much space. Next one. Date of birth 25 September 1924. Mr. Dawson, a 83 years old patient. You already written here, okay. A 83-year-old patient. So don't use the word patient. It's not very comfortable. So avoid the word patient as far as possible. You can say, what is his profession? So how do you know that it is 83-year-old patient? Wife Elizabeth is 83. Sorry, you gave wrong information. This is wrong information. Patient is not 83 years old. His wife is married and his wife is Elizabeth and Elizabeth is 83 years old. You gave wrong information. This is wrong information. Okay. This is wrong information. Okay. Do not present wrong information. Whatever. This is wife's age. Okay. This is wife's age. So be careful. Mr. Dawson, who was diagnosed with cerebrovascular accident. Write the full form, no? Write the full form. Okay. Requires home visit, single visit or a home visit. Okay, a home visit. Then you have to say a home visit, one single, a home visit. Here it is understood that it is singular now, a home visit to assess the mobility and to assess mobility. To improve his mobility. To assess further assistance. To assess further assistance. Okay. Training for assistive devices. Okay. And to assess mobility. And training for assistive skills. Assistive, spelling mistake. What do you mean by assistive? Okay, assistive devices. Provide advice and assistance with improving her husband's mobility. So you can write that one better. To assess mobility and assistance. Here you can say to provide education. You can say advice, education, to provide education. To provide education and assistance to improve his mobility, assistance with improving her husband's mobility. So, and assistance. This further assistance. Provide advice and assistance. Yeah. Provide education and assistance for enhancing or improving mobility. Okay, you can say like this one otherwise. Okay. To provide education, comma. To provide education, comma. To provide education, assistance for improving mobility, and training for to provide training. So sure. Yeah, that's enough. And necessary training to adapt to the devices. Assistive devices. Okay, devices. Two are enough. Provided education and assistance for improving mobility. That's enough. What happened here? Admitted. Medical history. Qualified nursing, working in the Blue Home Nursing Care Agency. Student in your care. Okay, fine. Okay. Right. Okay, this you can avoid. No need all these things. You can write 2 things are enough. This you can write in the main body paragraph. On May 8, Mr. Dawson home visits noted. What is this? On May 8, okay, Mr. Dawson's home visits noted severe abrasion over the left knee. Over the left knee or on the left knee? Over means there's a gap in between. Okay, so better write on. On means skin, you can say. On the left knee. Okay. On May 8, so during home visit, these are home visits only. So your work can do home care agency. So you're going from here and right. During the visit, during the home visit, you can say. On May 8, severe abrasion on the left knee was noticed. Was noticed here. On May 8, severe abrasion on the left knee was noticed. As per GP advice, wound dressing. As per the general practitioner's advice, okay, or the doctor's advice, okay. So the general practitioner, not general practitioner, the general particular doctor, you know, the general practitioner's advice, okay. So on May 8, they're writing here. Wound dressing and showering. Regular, okay, wound dressing was provided. Wound dressing was provided, provided or was given, and assistance for showering. Assistance for showering Spain was assistance for showering was provided. Here was dressing was done. Here also was done, and assistance for showering was provided. Or was given. Was given or was provided. Full stop. Right. Following a day, on the following day, while dressing wound is clear from infection. 18 and 19. Okay. On the following day, on the following day, on the following day, F small letter. On the following day, wound while dressing wound is clear from infection. While dressing wound, no need. This, there were no signs of infection on the wound infection on the wound infection site. Okay, So your sentence structure, you have a problem with the sentence structures. Okay, a problem with the sentence structure. The wound site, the wound site was noticed to be clear from infection. Okay, was noticed to be clear. The wound site was noticed to be clear from infection. Apart from, don't use the word apart from. Apart from is not acceptable in OET. So you can just check. Words to be avoided in OET. So connectors to avoid. So let us take this. So here, apart from this, apart from that, avoid these words. Okay, this link I'm giving you, you can save it. Okay, avoid these words, don't use those words. So apart from is not accepted. Instead of apart from that, you can say additionally, minor trauma pain, he can walk. Apart from minor trauma pain, okay, he can walk with the help of his wife. Ambulation has been possible with the site. So there, minor trauma pain. What is this minor trauma pain? Where did you take it from? Yeah. This raised knee redress, no sign of infection. So apart from usual aches and pains, is doing well. Excellent progress has been noticed, with the exception of usual aches and pains. So you can say like that. Except usual aches and pains, except the usual aches and pains, comma. Okay. So this one you can write, comma. The excellent progress has been noticed. Has been noticed or observed. Noticed we have used already, observed. Right. That you can say. Then next one, he can walk with the help of his wife. Ambulation has been possible. Ambulation for short distances has been possible with the support of his wife. What is his name? What is his wife's name? Elizabeth. Full stop. Finally, he recovered from the injury. So that's what excellent progress has been noticed. Excellent recovery process has been noticed. That's finished. It came already here. Okay. He was advised to utilize a walker device. Ambulation. Mobilization with the support. Mobilization. He was advised to utilize a walker devices. Walker, a wheelie walker or walker? Not walker. A walker. See, a walker or walking stick. Okay. Mobilization with the assistance of, with the aid of or assistance of support we used, assistance we used. So aid, mobilization with the aid of either a walker or a walking stick. Mobilization with either a walker or a walking stick. Okay, has been recommended. Right. Was not performing well, and Elizabeth reported that he was not trained to use the wire. Okay. Bob said he had a walking stick, but it was useless. I says he never learned to use it properly. So you have to improve your sentences, learn the sample from the letters which I corrected earlier, so that you can learn some sentences and you can use sentence structure. Preparing the sentences is a little bit difficult for you. So go through these sentences and yeah. You can say he does not know how to use the walking stick properly. So education has been recommended, you can say. Learn to use it. So contact their local physiotherapist who could receive further assistance. So already we wrote this one. Okay, assistance to improve his mobility. We already have written this one, so no need to write this one. Okay, so you avoid this one because we already used this point. Assistant devices. This you can say. Relevant education, relevant training, relevant training regarding relevant training to enhance his mobility is solicited, is sought, or solicited means asked. Solicit means ask for it. So solicit. Go to Cambridge Dictionary and see the meaning of this word, solicit. Solicit means to ask someone for money, information, or help. So this is asked for help. So solicited means asked, or you can also use the word. This is a very good word, solicit. Okay. Solicit, or you can say sought. Sought means asked for. Okay. Sought, seek, sought, sought. So seek. Seek means to try to find or get something, especially something that is not a physical object. So seek for advice, to ask for advice. Okay. So you can use that word, is solicited, is requested. Okay. Or asked. Then Mr. Dawson and Elizabeth family resides in their own home. So Mr. and Mrs. Dawson, you can say. Elizabeth we already introduced here. Okay, Mr. Dawson and Mrs. Elizabeth. The family of Mr. Dawson, one is enough. So no need to write this one. Mr. Dawson's family, apostrophe S, Mr. Dawson's family. So Mr. and Mrs. Dawson, you can say, because only both are there. Mr. and Mrs. Dawson. Mr. and Mrs. Dawson. And family is not needed. Only two people they are. Okay. Mr. and Mrs. Dawson reside. Here there was something mistake. What is that? As advice. ADVISC, no. ADVIC. I forgot to tell that one. ADVIC, noun. Repeats advice. Now, actually, there's a mistake. Right. And training terms. reside. Mr. and Mrs. Dawson, 2 people are there. So reside in their own home. And depend on. So depend and depend, singular. No, yes. And depend on age pension. It's old age pension. Old age pension. Old age pension. Old age pension. Okay. Based on, separate word, based on, what is this? You have to write it very clearly. Based on the aforementioned circumstances, comma, no space before comma. Avoid of space here, no space. It would be greatly appreciated if you could provide service from this point on. Okay, good. It's highly important, your home visit to provide a recommended service from this point on. Again, this point on. Why? From this point on, why you are repeating this one? So already you wrote now from this point on here. And why are you writing again here? Huh? Why are you writing again? Don't repeat. Service from this point on. Henceforth, this point on means henceforth. Henceforth. If you could provide service. What service? What service? Provide service from this point on. What service? Huh? It's highly important, your home visit. It's highly important. Your home visit is highly important to provide. Okay. A home visit to provide. Don't need all these things. Okay. A home visit to provide recommended service from this. No. Based on the aforementioned circumstances, it would be greatly appreciated if you could provide. All these things, no need actually. This is outdated fashion. Outdated fashion. All these things, no need. Based on the aforementioned circumstances, providing. Okay. Based on the aforementioned circumstances, a home visit. A home visit. A home visit to provide. A home visit to provide. A home visit to provide necessary counseling. Necessary counseling. A home visit to provide necessary counseling and counseling and provide advice. Counseling. Instead of advice, we write counseling. So here provide. Provide. Instead of that one, you can say to impart necessary counseling. To provide necessary counseling and relevant assistance or support. Okay, would be profoundly beneficial. Would be profoundly beneficial. Okay, kindly make Kindly make Mr. Bob to perform the walker properly. Perform the walker properly. What do you mean by perform the walker properly? You are not performing the walker. Okay. Use the walker properly. Kindly make Mr. Bob perform the walker properly. Necessary training to use the walker is requested. Okay. Adequate training to use the walker appropriately is advised. Okay. And assistance for mobilization is extremely beneficial. Okay, we have written already there. Henceforth, Mrs. Elizabeth, family concerned from courier home visits to encourage Mr. Bob is appreciated. No. Okay. Home visit to encourage Mr. Bob is appreciated. Already we have written there. Is appreciated. See here, you already greatly appreciated. Again, why are you repeating the same thing? Home visit is repeated. Encouragement, family is concerned, appreciated. All these things, no need. They are already used earlier. The pertinent details of Mr. Bob. Why the? Instead of for a name, you will never use the. The pertinent details of Mr. Bob Dawson. What is this? Where is Dawson? Information. Bob Dawson. Why you are using first name Mr. Dawson? Here you wrote Mr. Dawson. The same thing you should write. Why Mr. Bob again? Mr. Dawson. The pertinent details of Mr. Dawson. Pertinent details already here. Then why information again here? The pertinent details of Mr. Bob Dawson are attached here with. No need with this letter. Here with. Attached here with. Full stop. Why did you not write the last sentence? In case, comma, any additional information is deemed extremely relevant, please do not hesitate to contact me. In case any additional information is deemed extremely relevant, please do not hesitate to contact me. That you did not write. Why? Yours sincerely, Sonia Matthews, Blue Nursing Home Care Agency. Yeah. Fine, that's fine. So there's a problem in your letter, so improve this quality. Yeah. So, yeah, Mr. Deepak Moily. Yeah, Deepak Moily. Unmute and you can open your video if you are comfortable. Yeah. Yes, please. This is my feedback to you. Come on, share your experience. How did you feel regarding the session? And was the... Yes, please.
First, I'll tell thank you, sir, because I got good correction from you and it gave me good sentence structure format. I know I have some problem in sentence structure. I do well, sir.
So are you happy with the given correction, or you want me to reduce the level intensity of correction and just superficially correct, or you deserve this correction you require means I'll give you like this?
No, sir. Whatever given is I deserved actually, because you have given good correction. I can improve myself.
Okay. Now what my suggestions are, from the next correction onwards, what all these things from the next letter, whenever you're writing the next letter today or tomorrow, I want you to implement all my suggestions and try to use avoid he, she, it, avoid he, she, it, avoid active voice, avoid unnecessary repetition of a lot of repetition is there. Okay. So avoid all these repetition things. And then try to use quality sentence, avoid ordinary words, try to use C1, C2 vocabulary. And not only your letter, many letters I'm correcting. So go there, check those things and try to implement all these suggestions.
Yes, okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, dear. Okay, right. That's the end of the session. So the people who are watching on the YouTube, the students, the OET community or OET fraternity who are preparing for the exam, what you can do is, if you want similar letter corrections, serious letter corrections, only serious students, please contact me and you will get the corrections. You can contact me, and my number is 9877867360. I repeat, 9877867360. You can contact me personally, and you can get the necessary corrections on a daily basis. And first, consider it very seriously. Then only you can contact me.